Good morning. We're going to talk a little bit today about the process of the first court appearance in Spokane County District Court for DUI. We're going to talk a little bit about what to say, what not to say, where to go, how to find the right courtroom, what you can expect, and hopefully alleviate some of the fears that you might have that's natural when being cited for a serious offense like DUI. Let's start with the process of the ticket that the officer will give you. So you can see here the standard ticket telling you to be in court at 3 p.m. That's a typical time. You want to see if you're in district court or municipal court.
Let's help you find the right courtroom by taking a look at an aerial photograph.
You see, this is the general area where you want to go. Municipal court, first appearances for DUI here. District court, first appearances here. These are the ones that are at 3 p.m. here that we're mostly talking about. This building in front, the kind of looks like a castle here. That's the Superior Court, and that's not the building you want to go to. The address, like it says on the ticket, 1100 West Malin, is kind of this little dead-end cul-de-sac here, and then you'll walk up, and these are the buildings you're looking for right here. Either this entrance for municipal court or this entrance for district court. In terms of parking, it's pretty much metered parking here along Monroe, along Broadway, these side streets. The parking is less expensive if you go a few blocks away from the courthouse there.
And to get into the courthouse, you will have to go through courtroom security. And so if you have a pocket knife or mace, it's best to leave that in your car. Also, the courtroom security, the metal detector, can slow down your entry into the courthouse and make you late for court if you don't get there a few minutes early to accommodate for that. Once you get through courtroom security, then to go to your first appearance for DUI, you just kind of hook a right and go up the stairs, and your court will be around the corner as you get to the top. Now, the court could be in kind of one of 4 or one of 5 different courtrooms. Usually they'll put a sign on the door if they move the location. They're all kind of in this line of courtrooms along the upper floor or mezzanine there. Now they've also installed this display monitor that also gives guidance on where to go. Keep in mind first appearance at 3 p.m. for DUI in Spokane County District Court. It's going to be right here in this location we're talking about, courtroom 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Keep in mind that if you're told to appear in like courtroom A, B, or C, like a letter, then you're in the wrong place and you have to go back out, cross the alley into the municipal court. So municipal court is right here, and then the district court is right here. And the court has rules, no hats, no food, obviously. But even like fiddling with a cell phone or texting or what have you is frowned upon. Or gum. Some of the judges will call you out for having gum. So kind of keep that in mind as you go to court for the first time here.
Now, in terms of the court process itself, let's take a peek in the courtroom you'll likely be going. I didn't take this photo. This is from a KXLY4 newsreel, but nevertheless, you can kind of see the setup. The judge is in the center, and there, that man and woman waiting, that's kind of the gallery where you go in and sit. Hopefully, you come a few minutes early. They'll call your name, and each person will have an opportunity to stand up there, and the judge will go through first the advice of rights. The advice of rights sounds a little bit like the Miranda rights you hear on TV, but also the judge will advise you of additional rights, like the right to trial by jury in a county where the offense is alleged to have been committed. Will advise you if you're not a U.S. citizen, you have the right to speak to the consulate of your home country, the right to an attorney at public expense. That's kind of what the judge will do, is make sure you understand the maximum penalty. For example, DUI, 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. Then at that point, the judge will turn to the prosecutor and have the prosecutor recite the police reports to make sure that there's probable cause for the offense. To establish the probable cause for the offense, the prosecutor will paraphrase the police report that you were pulled over for speeding, had an odor of alcohol, didn't do well on the field sobriety test, and took a portable breath test. You were arrested, offered the BAC at the station. A lot of times people will make the observation that it seems like the officer exaggerates a little bit, but nevertheless, you shouldn't respond. The judge really won't want to hear your side because you could be incriminating yourself. So he won't let you speak too much without an attorney. But if the judge finds probable cause, he'll then turn to the subject of setting conditions of release. When the judge sets conditions of release, usually if it's your first offense, they'll let you out on your own recognizance and will tell you, don't drink alcohol perhaps, appear for your next court date, obey all laws, and that'll be it. Now, if somebody has a second offense DUI, then they can expect that the judge will impose certain restrictions on them above and beyond what the judge might do for a first-time offender. For a second offense, the law requires additional assurances of safety to the public. That might be random UA test, urinalysis, might be requiring ignition interlock, or other requirements like that, sometimes even a home monitoring bracelet or the like. So this is an example of the condition of release form. You can kind of look through the different things that the judge can choose from. As I stated, if it's a second offense, more likely to have added conditions in there. But it's up to the judge, and he or she does have discretion. And here's page 2 of the order, where at the end there, the judge will ultimately tell you when you need to appear back for court. So let's take one last look at another courtroom there in Spokane on the same floor. Again, this is a photo I took from the news coverage on TV. But, in terms of what questions you might have, it's kind of hard to say. Do you need a lawyer? That's what sometimes people ask me. Sometimes there's a public defender that's there to kind of pinch hit and to help you for purposes of that hearing only. Some people go in with attorneys. Sometimes people will find an attorney afterward. Now keep in mind the process does vary from county to county. Here we're talking about the first appearances for Spokane County. Whitman County, Stevens County, Lincoln County, they're all similar with slight variations. The general idea is the judge will tell you what your rights are, give you conditions to live by, and send you on your way. So that's kind of how these first appearances go. Well, hopefully you've learned some important information about DUI by watching this video. If you have any other questions about your first court appearance or anything else related to DUI, give us a call. We can usually be reached within an hour or so, me or my associate. I've been handling DUI cases for 20 years, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you.